The truck is all loaded up and I am in Lincoln Square. I'm gonna meet up with Michael Goldstein, AKA the Mensch with the wrench, and he's gonna show us another home repair project. I feel like a real DIYer in this truck. We are here with Michael Goldstein, also known as the Mensch with the wrench here on the north side. We got a door here with a plethora of problems. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, let's open it up and we can start by seeing we have the loose door handle. That's probably the easiest fix, so we're gonna take care of that. The other issue that we have going on is it doesn't close. So a pretty simple fix and we're gonna take care of it.
Other items on our door fix list today, squeaky hinges, and this door seems to want to swing shut on its own. Before you rip the door off its hinges and hurl it off the balcony, keep calm and DIY on. For this fix, you'll need a drill, a hammer, a Phillips and slotted screwdriver, some 2-inch wood screws, and a can of silicone grease. What is the first problem we're gonna go after?
I think we're gonna start here with the knob, which is actually a super simple fix.
Okay.
Just grab a screwdriver. There's 2 screws, one on either side, and this just has a little wobble. So we're just gonna tighten up these screws on both sides, and that solves that problem.
Okay, doesn't get much simpler than that. But this door is still sticking, and Michael has an easy fix for that too.
So the reason the door is knocking in the corner up here is because the hinge is a little bit loose. You can see it shouldn't have any wobble in it.
And even though it seems counterintuitive, Michael says our first step is to remove the screws from the hinge. Now, why would we take out the screws?
See how small that screw is?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna replace it with some 2-inch screws here. So if you hold those up together, you can see this is a standard size screw.
Really?
Most doors, no matter how big they are gonna come with a small screw from the factory. I like to put in these longer screws because what it does is it bites into the framing that's behind the door.
Is this a fix that should hold for a long time?
Yeah, but again, it's it's normal wear and tear on a house because the weight of the door is just pulling it away from the hinge. It doesn't want to stay in. Okay. So putting in the longer screws just gives it a little more support. So let's see what we did here. Perfect.
Perfect. And just like that, we're already on to our third door fix, quieting a squeaky door.
If you have squeaks in your door, most often they're going to be coming from the hinge pin. Over time, dust will accumulate in there. So what I'm going to do first is just lay a paper towel down here under where we're going to be working. We're going to pop these pins out. I'm going to start at the top, so just take your time one at a time. You can use a nail, you can use something that's going to fit in here. In this case, I have a screwdriver that I'm just going to tap. So we're going to tap it up a little bit, and then here I'm just knocking it with a flathead screwdriver to get the pin out. All right.
Hence the paper towel on the floor.
Exactly. So now that we have the first one out, we're gonna lay it on a paper towel. Use a little silicone grease here.
Okay. Now where did you pick up that silicone grease from? Is that something you can just get from the hardware store?
Just a hardware store if you have some WD-40, and just give it a little bit of spray. Clean it up a little.
Michael lubricates and reinserts the pins in the top and bottom, but waits on the middle so he can address our final issue. A little something he likes to call the phantom door.
In this case, we have that phantom door issue, which is when the door wants to close on its own.
I've had a lot of doors closed in my face over time, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to count that as a phantom door issue and nothing
you can call it what you will.
To me. Yeah.
So we're going to pop this one out just like we did with the other ones. We'll grease it up when we're done, but if you see that, it's perfectly straight.
Okay.
I'm going to take it outside and lay it on the cement, and I'm just going to give it a tap with a hammer right in the middle. It's going to put a little bit of a bend in it, and that's going to solve our problem with the phantom door. So we have the pin. If you look at it closely, you can see there's a little bit of a bend in it.
Yep.
So we're going to close our door. I'm going to grease it up a little bit first.
Okay.
Get rid of any squeaks we might have.
Shouldn't the pins just work the way they're supposed to work?
They should. I can't help you with that one. This is a trick I learned a long time ago, and to date, it's never failed. So I'll give it a try. There's your door. Wherever you want to leave it.
It's no longer haunted. So to recap, we just fixed this door's handle, added longer screws to keep it from sticking, eliminated that annoying squeaking sound, and kept the door from closing on its own. That's 4 easy fixes to this door in under 15 minutes with less than $5 in supplies. And this door no longer has a mind of its own.